I don't know if I went live here. I sure hope I did because I don't like wasting no time. My babies. What is with this evil witch bitches? I just have to come right out and say it. I do not understand. I do not understand. And I don't need to understand because you know what? If you're shocked every time somebody comes for you and you know you in some place where people like to come for you, then you know what? It means you are blessed and divine. And if you messing with God's children and they are chosen, I don't want that karma for you. But if you get it, you got it. What is everybody saying right now? If it's up, then it's stuck. Like I understand a rap song. You know, I listen to like belly dancing music. Okay, so um, I was doing the Capricorn reading and I ran into something that Spirit's been trying to tell me about. And Mama's trying to rush out the door to have a pizza date with somebody, a female. No, I'm not throwing no dick today. So don't think that. But it's more of like I keep running into this evil witch energy and I don't understand. First of all, what kind of world is this? Okay, I'm hot. Like I'm getting hot. Like I'm overheated. Okay. So I'm doing the Capricorn reading and it's gross. It's like super gross. It's like super, super, super gross. Evil, 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 evil. And I didn't say it in Capricorn. I didn't want to go there because I have Capricorns around me. It was evil, 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 evil. And I was seeing all these different things, and it's just like, wow, 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 wow. So let mama tell you. Okay, go get your cards, girls. Okay, so Five of Wands is somebody who's jealous, putting sending spells at you. And then the actual energy being sent is the Eight of Wands. And then the Three of Pentacles is like root work or um, combined like indigenous workings. And then like, okay, so obviously if you have all those wands there, then you would have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands and the Devil is usually a sign of an evil witch. Now the Queen of Wands is a natural witch, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with being a witch because in the ancient days, witches were like the reason why they didn't like the pagans is because they were paying taxes to the temple and not to the government. Okay, so a charismatic woman is always going to have haters, and a charismatic woman is always going to do a little witchy woo woo because her pussy is magic. Excuse my language, you know. But it's really more like when you have that Queen of Wands, it's like, what is a witch? A witch is a wise woman. What is a wizard? A wizard is a person who can manifest on his mental ability. A witch is a person who can manifest with their womb, and a womb is not by popping pussy. Excuse my language. It's about um holding on to an intention and vibrating with that intention so much that the universe, the world, the material world manifests through you. You become the sacred space, the sacred container through which spirit can manifest into this world, whether you popping out a baby or whatnot. Okay. Now, when you see the devil there, the devil isn't always bad, but when I see any fives, when I see a bunch of dark cards, or when I see the Queen of Wands, immediately everything in that reading has a toxic connotation. All right. Now, in addition, there's other little cards that can talk about witchcraft, mainly the fives. Okay. So there's these jealous witches out there that don't want to see people come up, that don't want to see, and then they're wishing the evil on people. I don't know what it's about because I don't need to know what it's about, but it's gross. So just be aware, like be aware. Now you can have an evil witch as well when you see the Queen of Swords, but this Queen of Swords is the one who has made it into your life. It's not even that. The Queen of Swords could also be somebody who has, because the Queen of Wands could be somebody who sold their soul. The Queen of Swords always was born like this. Like there's a spirit witch, which is a level 5, basically got a basic bitch. And then we have the level 8, which is like a traditional witch. We call those, we don't call those spirit witches because the spirit witch had to make a relationship, a pact with the spirit. Let's hope it wasn't a devil, a spirit. The level 8 is the one who was like born into magic, born into wisdom. So I sometimes when I see the devil and the Queen of Swords, It's somebody who's like, they can see things coming. They know when you're about to get the bliss up, the bless up, the wealth up, all of that stuff, so they can cut you off at the path. And I'm a little bit more, well, I'm the Queen of Swords, y'all, not just because I'm me, but it's more of like, I have my moon in Aquarius in the 3rd house. So like that's, because the queen talks about your moon sign or like your IC, and then the king talks about like your sun sign or like the midheaven or your north node, and the queen could talk about your south node. So my south node is in Libra. My moon is in the 3rd house. My moon is in Aquarius, and I woke up like this. So, but I'm still a little bit scared of the Queen of Swords because they're cunning, baffling, and deceptive. Like they creep up in your life and they get you to tell them all personal things about yourself, and then they just you senseless, cold, dirty, dirty, dirty. And they're like, they found a way to justify it. So that the thing about the Queen of Swords is like they found a way to get up in your life, and they found a way in their mind to justify what they're doing. And there's this coldness to it because they think they are righteous to do it. They think, I'm going to just say that they think God gave them permission. Now, God is a name for a spirit that fills up a form. So there's a God alive in you. God, heaven. Your crown chakra is heaven. God is your 3rd eye. And let's go to the mystery school to talk about that. But like, even when I came to talk about this, I got all hot. I had little prickles all over my body. I'm starting to itch a little bit. So it's hard for the Queen of Wands to cover her tracks because her ego, her charisma, her attitude, her energy, it's very easy to read. The Queen of Swords can cover her tracks very, very, very well. It might take you years to figure out what's going on. Does that make sense? So I had to come do this. I had to. I want to go. So is there anything else on intuition? Let's pull a card. When I was talking and I rifled the deck, the Queen of Swords came out. So this is going to be some cunning and baffling and deceptive people here. Because it's slow and I am seeing roots, but normally you don't see roots with that's like Santero with the pentacles, because the Queen of Swords is somebody who can convince people that they don't like you. They can convince people that you're bad, you're wrong. They can vilify you. They can other you. They can make you bad. They can assign blame. Okay, this is we're really close to that narc energy where like they're on a campaign, and this campaign could be 60 months. You know, that's like 5 years. So, and I'm also scared of a little bit of this Queen of Swords. I mean, scared, I'm kind of fearless, y'all. So scared is a word for easy language. I'm out of language. I'm done. I've been channeling all day. Really, the Queen of Swords is a little bit harsher because like, this is somebody that was given power, given favor, and they're going to fall from power. They're going to fall from favor, but they're going to try to take you down with it. So what I do like about the Queen of Swords better than the Queen of Wands is that the Queen of Swords, God has to come take them down, but you don't have to do nothing. Unfortunately, you do have to endure these onslaughts, these attacks. You usually have to defend against the Queen of Wands, but the Queen of Wands is easier to see. You can sense their energy, you can feel their energy, you know. You might not know for years that you've been gutted like a fish by a Queen of Swords. Now, I'm saying Queen of Swords, and I am kind of talking about female, but I know a brujo that is a Libra, male. And yeah, he does some weird quantum jumping and ooh, you know, ooh, 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 ooh. Look, he's not evil, but his craft just terrifies me. Just terrifies me. You know what I mean? So I am saying queen, 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 queen. We're not just talking about female body individuals, but which tends to be talking about a wise woman. The word witch comes originally from a wise woman. Okay, and the colonizers, the controllers didn't like them because they were paying taxes to the temple. They were making offerings to the temple, not paying taxes to the government. Okay, this is somebody who's gonna have given you goodness, sweetness, and they've been sturdy for a while, but they've been slowly creeping, and it's methodical. Okay, so we have in our hand defense. So let's look at this defense. Okay, so what I'm getting is that a lot of us have fallen into the perfect trap because we've given everybody every single thing they need to harm us. I don't know what else to say, y'all. I mean, you know me, I like to pop up at the mouth and be like this, but I will make sure there's no witnesses when I pull out my knife to slay. And see, this is one of those things you got to go sit in the bath and add some red chili pepper to it. Now, me, I like peppermint because I don't mind the burn, but I can't say out loud what to do about this because, but if they're not a Queen of Swords or a Queen, and see, when you're looking for evil witch bitches, you can't go off the sign energy. You have to, so the Queen will tell you what kind of witch, and even a man will come up as the Queen. It won't be a king, it won't be a knight, it won't be a page. That'll talk about the tactics being used, not the kind of person it is. Because queens talk about receiving. And so a witch always puts out manifestation energy and allows it to come to them. And a witch is somebody who can recognize cycles of manifestation. That's the wisdom. They can tap into the stars, they can tap into the energy, they can tap into your aura, they can tap into plant medicine, they can tap into secrets, they can tap into dreams, they can tap in, they can tune in, plug in. So it doesn't matter male, female, it doesn't matter the sign energy. When we're talking about witches, it doesn't matter the sign energy, the gender. If it's a Queen of Wands, it's the one who uses the energy, and they're usually like what we call a spirit witch. They've gone and gotten initiated. They've gone and they literally have power in their hands. If we have the Queen of Swords, they can have the power of prayer, but it's usually they have cunning and baffling, and they're usually invisible. These are the quantum jumpers. These are the ones that do more than astral travel. They do astral projecting. They could even be a little bit of a shapeshifter. This is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles, this is the root worker. So they can be born like this, Iyami. They can have magic in their blood, but they're usually going to pull out the candle magic. They're going to pull, and the wands can also be candle magic, but the physical magic, like the getting in the spells, the casting the circles, the doing all that stuff, that's the Queen of Wands. And then the Queen of Cups is the enchantress. Now, normally, if we weren't talking about witchcraft, then the Queen of Wands would be the enchantress. But the Queen of Cups is the one that can make you fall in love with them through whatever they do. You know, me, I can open up a portal with my hips. You know, if you've ever seen me belly dance, you will be under my spell. Okay. So it's like that. That's the Queen of Cups, somebody that can, you know, that kind of, they have the glamour to them. That's the Queen of Cups. So then if you see their little knights or their little kings or whatever, so the king would talk about the actual manifestation of whatever result, and the knight would talk about the movement of the energy, and the page would talk about the start, the supplies that they're using, the information that they're collecting to be successful with their craft, okay? So I had